Yeah, leaving Lance Creek Restoration Area. And some of this it's already stringed off, so you know what they're restoring. There's 4 tent pads. You go beyond the tent pads, and there's a big area for more tents. And I guess I didn't do it, but go even further. There's more down in there. And there's also some tenting spots up right adjacent to the AT, just as you get to Lance Creek. Water's real easy. There's bear wire here. And last night it was calm. Heard some kind of a helicopter or something go over, kind of loud. Maybe after bedtime, so maybe 9:30. It was great. We did a group Roses, Buds, and Thorns. And I've talked about that in an earlier video. And it was kind of amazing or interesting, I guess. Mine included. They're focused on family. That this group that we've got going, it's a lot of family. Not all the families are here, but there's dads and sons. My nieces come with us. I don't think we got a couple daughters here this trip. It's just fantastic. Friends of friends, and so it's all tied together here. And for some reason, we found a bunch of people who like to go out and get stinky and dirty and tired in the backcountry. It's absolutely a blast. So we get resupply today at Unicoi Gap. That'll be our biggest food bag. We'll have 3 days worth of food because we're gonna get it at breakfast time, basically, a late breakfast, maybe second breakfast, and that'll take us. That food bag will take us all the way to Amicalola. So this is the third part. We're winding down. About a half mile south of Lance Creek. Beautiful place to set up. Isn't it amazing how things just try to stay alive? This tree falls over, stays alive, sends branches up. It's still a widowmaker in my mind, though. Don't set up your tent here. I think this is going to be a world record. Sorry for the wind, but we're looking up this beautiful valley, and this is where the wind's coming to. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28. Oh man, 29. I don't know if I can count that. I don't know if the last one is just clouds or if it's 30. I'm going to call it 29. I want to be fair. How many can you see? Our resupply today. Oh, hang on. Just a little bit north of Unicoi Gap here, you got a little campsite. Not real fancy, but definitely would do. So I'm saying, approaching Unicoi Gap. All those people sitting out there eating Dunkin' Donuts and drinking coffee. That's our group. Christy is resupplying us again today. This is our last resupply. This is Thursday. So on this resupply, we hiked Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, ending up at Amicalola, then an Airbnb I rented up in LJ. Well, I would show you more, but I got Dunkin' Donuts and coffee, and oh, guess what? It's not even a porta potty, it's a perma potty.
Are those flush toilets? No, I don't think so. Chrissy doesn't use that toilet. What are you doing?
I've got to do my next video.
Oh, okay.
I just left the beautiful view over there, coming south. Here's a place to camp. Ooh, and here's a place. Yeah, and that view is on far out. So I would definitely consider, if this is the end of your day, stop here. And I don't know which way the trail's going. You're either going to see a sunset or a sunrise. I don't know what this vine is. I really have very little clue when it comes to different plants. But what I've been told is that if it's hairy, then it's scary. So this could be a poison ivy vine or some other poisonous something or other vine. So if it's hairy, it's scary, leave it alone. And that's my expert opinion based on no knowledge whatsoever. Here's that beautiful view we just saw. So I came up this trail, and there goes the AT, right? Immediately it turned into a four-wheel drive trail, and that set off all kinds of alarms in my head that, hey, the nature of the trail changed. Am I on the trail? Went about 100 yards, no white blazes, brought out far out, checked out where I was, and I was exploring unknown places. Came back up here, and sure enough, that's what I missed. Oh, can you feel that breeze? It's so sweet. We're about 3.5 or so miles north of Devil's Kitchen, and that's our destination for tonight. This would be a great place to take a break, but check this out. Right across the AT, a tent-friendly location, even with the fire ring there. Do you see a face on this tree? Maybe a face painted by Picasso, something like that. Oh, there's 4 T's of trail signs, guys. after our rest here at Gooch Gap, gonna keep going. We got a mile or so to Gooch Mountain Shelter. I'm gonna take an actually official break there. At Cooper Gap, just kind of interesting. Our shuttle driver told us that if you see a big trailer, a water buffalo trailer there, you're welcome to use the water. And you should expect to hear military noises at night, shooting, helicopters, all that kind of stuff, because that water is up there for the military guys. So I haven't been to Cooper Gap in 10 years, so I'll be interested to see if it's changed. Stopped here at Gooch Mountain Shelter for a little break. Used the privy, very acceptable. They get a lot of the area strung off for restoration, so please respect that. They also have the bare cables and bare boxes, which tells you they have a bear issue here. They do not bring in these things unless there's actually a problem. So please be careful with your food and your smellables. And it's a real short blue blaze in from the AT. So definitely check it out. I know you see that log across the trail, but clearly the trail goes that way. But maybe it doesn't. You got logs across the trail, so maybe it goes some other way, like this way. Now, I would like to see a confirming white blaze. There it is. Trail goes up. All right, so the camping spots at Devil's Kitchen suck. But if you go, I guess 100 yards south, right next to the creek, it's an old logging road or something. It's all flat, great camping. I'm not sure if they want you to camp here, but it sure looks good to me. Yeah. How you doing, Matt?
Good.
Right. It's official.
Like and subscribe.
Heading Noble on the AT, you come down these steps, cross Justice Creek, head up there, head up these steps. Devil's Kitchen campground is up in about 100 yards, but most of the campsites there seem to suck. So we actually came down here next to the creek, having fun. We're making dinner, sitting around talking, laughing. That's John's dad's son waving hi. So how's my hair look? It's okay? Well, we started out this morning from last week's restoration area. I'm going to give you some roses, buds, and thorns for today. It's been just wonderful. Little warm, but you know, we're in Georgia in August, so yeah, it wasn't a little warm. It's just beautiful, into maybe 80 degrees or so. Nice hike. Had a couple beautiful views. Had the resupply at Woody Gap. One of the guys' wives brings some really good food. This was breakfast, so it included Dunkin' Donuts and orange juice and hard-boiled eggs and an apple cake kind of thing. I had a piece, I forget what it was exactly, but it was really good. And of course, we have our own resupply bag, so we pull out clean clothes and our next food bag. This food bag has to cover basically 3 days until we get to Amicalola. I stopped at Gooch Mountain Shelter, We got to use the privy, which was very acceptable. Sat and talked to a couple from Alabama, and the father's or the husband is heading out to Philmont Scout Ranch. I'd mentioned that before, but it's a high adventure camp where the scouts go hiking for 2 weeks in the backcountry in the Rockies. So he's going out there for his 5th time next week. So that was pretty much fun. Emily, a through hiker, came through. Hopefully she's planning on doing a flip-flop, but she's not quite sure yet. I sat there for probably an hour and a half, actually long enough that the people in our group started wondering what happened to me. And nothing. I did send a text message when I realized that it's kind of taking a long time. Sent a Garmin message, and they got that, so nobody's really worried. And so we hung the bear bag between 2 trees, throw the rope through a Y in one tree, a rope through a Y in the other. In the middle, you put the food bag and then pull them up between the trees. And that's how you get the distance between both trees. It's not a great place for throwing bear ropes here, but we figured it out. We've done this so many times. It was actually not a big deal. And we came down by Justice Creek here, and we're having dinner. This is what it's meant to be. This is super great. So tomorrow, we're going up to Stover Creek Shelter, and I've never been there, but I've been past there. So it'll be fun to hike that trail again. See you in the morning.